Head up, shoulders back.
With grace and with purpose and with faith and with the knowledge that we are all in this together, doing extraordinary work.
It's good to be back. To be or not to be, a question that I first remember seeing in the play Hamlet by Shakespeare, Act 3, Scene 1, I recall. It was a moment of deep contemplation where this character, Prince Hamlet, was wrestling with the choice of existence and the weight of uncertainty, which was death. And in many ways, that's what this next chapter of the Said podcast is about, exploring the decisions that shape us. And if you've ever been faced with a hard choice, one that left you questioning everything we see, and it's alright not to know sometimes, and some answers take time, and some questions are worth sitting with. So before we dive in, I have to acknowledge the people who continue to inspire this journey: Alvin, Lucky, Hosan, Regan, and the list goes on. Their stories and their perspectives have helped shape not just this podcast, but the way I see the world. And of course, my incredible co-hosts, Rachel, Jesse, and Grace. Their contributions are so valuable, and I'm so grateful. So here we are, Act 1 of To Be or Not To Be.
Hi, I'm Grace Nasola, and I'm the co-host. Okay.
Hi everyone, it's your boy Jesse, and I'm one of the people that were invited to feature in the podcast of our brother Joel. So let's get to it.
Hi, I'm Rachel. I'm also happy to be here. I'm among the co-hosts. Yeah, to be or not to be.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're going to start with like a particular question today, and I want everyone to come on board. Like, what does it truly mean to be or not to be? Yeah. According to me, okay, for me, to be, according to me, is to accept the particular conditions that we're in that time in our lives, and continue like that. And then not to be is to go against the norm. Like, if this has been happening, you're like, I'm not going to go through this, let me do something else.
To be or not to be, what does it mean to me? To me, to be, you choose to endure the struggles that life brings on table in our lives, in our relationships, in our career, in our mental health, friendships, all that kind of stuff. You choose the struggles that it brings. And then not being is running away from all that because it's simply simple for you. You choose your peace.
To be can basically mean to, you're going through a situation that is most likely unpleasant. This is when the phrase really, gets the meaning. It's most likely unpleasant. Maybe you've lost somebody, and you're going through a rough time.
Mm-hmm.
So to be is when you're like, let me accept this circumstance or situation that has come my way. Let me accept the loss. Let me just be there and not do anything about it. Let me not try and find a way out of it. Let me accept that daddy is gone, or this guy, all this has happened, or even in academics, maybe not passed very well, and let me accept the situation. Then maybe to go with the other option, which would be to not be, which can be in such a in whether committing suicide, or maybe you're too broke. Yeah, maybe you're too broke, and maybe you wanna steal from someone. So sometimes that's basically the whole thing.
Okay, to be basically mean, okay, let's say you're in a difficult situation and there are good things and bad things, but you decide to look out for the good ones and ignore the bad ones. Not because you have no option or other whatever else to consider, but because, okay, for the sake of peace, yeah, sometimes people say peace. You have to be there. Or some people have no option. Then not to be is you decide to walk away. Let's say it's a relationship. You decide to walk away. If it's a job, you decide to walk away, not because it's not paying, but maybe some of us are not used to being controlled or something.
Okay, that's so funny because at some point in your life you're going to have someone
Above you.
Yeah, always. It's always good.
Yeah, but sometimes we are not used to that, so we just decide to walk away. It may be good or bad. Yeah.
Just to add on that, I feel like being has hope in it, kinda.
Yeah, facts.
You don't know what's gonna happen. If it's a relationship, a marriage, a friendship, you're holding on to the fact that things could get better.
You know, it's the hope that kills.
Exactly, but still, it's good to have it for a while.
Like you've created this perfect, future with this person.
Okay, that naivety.
It kills because at the end of the day, I'm like, God.
Wasted
that time.
I know,
makes sense.
a little,
We derived this theme from Shakespeare's,
Yeah.
play Hamlet, and let me just give a brief recap. Hamlet is a prince, right?
Yeah.
He's a prince, so his dad, the king, who's married to the queen Gertrude, dies, and the king's brother comes and marries the queen, which is so funny. Like, I don't know how your brother-in-law marries you. It seems like there was like some kind of connection even before the king died, maybe.
And how did he die?
He was killed.
Yeah.
And then so the new king is Hamlet's uncle, right? And then that's not enough. Hamlet's uncle obviously wants to get rid of Hamlet.
Yeah.
Power.
It's a threat to that.
Yes, he's a threat to him. He wants to get rid of him. And then even when Hamlet falls in love, the person he falls in love with is the daughter to the right hand man of the new king. So you can imagine. So the lady also has to choose between the guy that she likes
Or
her
the
father.
dad.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I feel like he's in this dilemma. So and the statement comes in where he feels like he should either stay on this earth and continue with the suffering that's there, or die and the suffering will stop.
Yeah.
But then you see at the back of his mind he knows that the unknown, like he doesn't know what's there after death. So he kind of feels like, what if I die and what I think is coming after is not there?
It's not gonna come.
So
Even when you stay,
yeah,
there is no guarantee.
Yeah.
So I feel like at some point you have to think at it logically. What are the pros and cons? Like, what's benefiting you more?
And also him leaving when it just make it easy
It will make it
for the
king.
to do whatever he wanted to do.
To like take over fully.
Anyway, this statement cuts across so many things, right? And like all of you know, to be or not to be. For me, I'm going to explain it in my point of view. Mental health. Now, what is mental health? Mental health is something that people have been talking about recently a lot.
Yeah.
Our mental health is supposed to be in check for you to go on. And you see, I feel like there's something normal to understand about mental health. Mental health is not does not cripple someone. Someone could be doing exactly what they're supposed to do every single day and have mental health issues. And then when it really gets to them and they break down, that's when you see the results. Someone commits suicide or they attempt to overdose. You get. So this is how I relate mental health to be or not to be. To be is confronting our ugly truth. Like if we go through like some trauma, like to get through that trauma, you have to face it. You have to feel those feelings, that pain. If you, and then the other side, not to be, is avoidance.
If you're running away.
Yeah, pretending that it's not going to be there. And you see, the more you pretend, it's like you keep digging yourself out. The
longer the storm will be.
Like, when is it wrong not to confront your, internal battles? When it affects your physical health and mental health. You see, our mental health can start to affect our physical health.
Yeah.
Like if you have serious anxiety when you're like in public and more, I think at some point your physical also starts getting affected. When it damages your relationships. sometimes you don't understand that you have like anger, like things that are not resolved, so you have these outbursts with your friends. Like someone is normal now, and then something small triggers them.
Just stepping on that shoe or something.
Yeah, they just stepping on their shoe and they've snapped and they are fighting or throwing things around, you know?
And they go all psycho.
And I don't know, I feel like people should stop avoiding conflict. Okay, according to me, I feel like when it comes to mental health, I think we should choose to be, you know, we should choose to confront our battles, you know, confront those things that are affecting us. And when you choose not to be, it's like running away from your issues. You know, you could travel this world right now and you have mental health, but wherever you land, it will find you there, you know. You still have the same issues wherever you are. So yeah, being avoidant is not okay.
Okay, to be or not to be in a relationship.
Give us many examples.
Okay, what it basically means is like to ponder whether it's better to get involved in a romantically whatever relationship or to remain single.
Okay.
That's an interesting way of seeing
That's a
it.
new habit. Is it like that?
By the way,
That's a good perspective.
That's a good.
We have key points to consider. Like you have to look at the benefits of being in a relationship or the drawbacks, like the disadvantages of being in a relationship.
Yeah, sure.
So I have to first look at both of them before deciding whether to be in a relationship or not to be.
That's so logical.
I'm telling you, right?
So for example, in a relationship we all look for companionship, emotional support, of course the intimacy, and the potential for personal support or growth, all that. And then the drawbacks. We have the potential for conflict, potential for heartbreak, which is the most common thing, and the commitment that comes with relationships.
When there is no, I mean, like, this is the thing with our life. When we are born, right?
Yeah.
We are born to feel all these feelings. You need to get heartbroken at some point to have experienced life fully. You need to feel betrayed at some point. You need to feel joy, immense joy. Like for you to appreciate the other one,
You have
need
to feel the
felt-
other one.
Yeah, like deeply. You have to have like experienced what's there.
Life has
Yeah,
that.
but the problem is when someone has maybe been heartbroken,
Fast.
yes, they are going to keep that thinking, even in my next relationship, I'm going to be heartbroken. And
That's why we need guidance. You see,
Exactly.
people just get into relationships. They don't know what they're
Okay,
doing.
but you're gonna pass out. Now I'm being into a relationship. It has happened.
It's
And also
about-
for us when they're already in it.
Also, we also need to know when we should get into a relationship. Do you know why they take us to school, right?
Yeah, true.
So that you can learn the basics of life. Like you learn how to read, how to count. So as you go, as you keep growing, the learning becomes more diverse. They should be people that are teaching children how to like handle themselves. Like if you go into a relationship, like what do you expect? This that you're going to expect. That's what you need. That's why before you go for exams, they tell you for mathematics you're going to expect integration, differentiation. Why isn't there a class where they teach people about other life things like our relationships, like what to expect, heartbreak, like you said, potential heartbreak.
yeah, for me, I think we have different people, and what may hurt me may not hurt you.
Still on that same topic of relationship, it's important for us to be open-minded aspect of our lives. When you're open-minded, you understand that one, the way I was raised is definitely different from the way this other person that I'm going to be with was raised. You know, people are raised different. You know, maybe for you, when you used to waking up in the morning and making your bed, the other one just jumps out. Then maybe you happen to stay with this person in the same house. Yeah. So when you're open-minded, you learn to live differently. You know, you're not going to judge anyone for who they are. You're going to find someone. You're going to find that you connect with this person, and this person maybe has tattoos. This person loves to booze. You know, is an alcoholic.
We don't know what we can handle and what we can't before we get into the relationship.
Yeah, most people don't have time to explore themselves.
Yeah, to know what
Before
we
they
can,
enter a
because
relationship.
if you don't have boundaries, people don't know where to stop.
But you know what's funny? You can also learn yourself better while in a relationship.
Yeah.
You may learn that I can't tolerate this
No,
until it happened.
there's some things fundamental that you know you're not going to be able to handle
Yeah, the
as a human
basics.
being. But then I agree with you. There are some things you learn during the relationship.
Yeah, because we're definitely different people.
So,
Coming together.
but some relationships are so bad they can break you.
That is a point to note.
Yeah, some like it is so bad you break.
For me, I think actually relationships are not good.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, people like that, you know. So that's your. So according to you, a relationship is more of a prison.
Yeah, it's like a prison. Okay, you have no freedom. You're going somewhere. Okay, let's say Justin knows my boyfriend, and then he sees me moving with another boyfriend. Okay, not a boyfriend, a friend.
It can be another boyfriend.
Exactly.
A friend.
People are so open-minded.
Yeah, true.
And then Justin is like, oh God, this girl. So the judging comes in, and then this person doesn't even know that this is just my friend.
Oh.
yeah, okay. People not
Who is
appreciating
love?
complexity.
Yeah.
Okay, it depends. I mean, if I find you walking with them on the road, maybe I would be like they are friends. But I mean, I find you guys, you know, embracing each other at some fancy, you know.
There's something called
But then-
minding
but
your
still-
business.
Yeah, so I think
Keep going.
Keeping yourself in one place. I can't
Walk
accept
away.
that.
And then the independency.
Oh yeah.
When I'm in a relationship, there are things I think I can't do, but when I'm alone, maybe.
No.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
That's
then
how
why?
Like, you give us examples.
When this person goes away, you actually start learning more about yourself.
Yes, I feel like that. Yeah, it's robbed away from.
For me, ideally, a relationship should be like it should be people that are coming together, right? They like each other and like deeply in a certain way, and they should be able to like support each other in whatever they're doing. So it shouldn't feel like a prison. It should feel like it should feel like you're one person, but then when you come together, it's like better. Do you understand?
It's like you have your own. It's like you already have your own piece, but then when this person comes, they add like
Some value.
They add value. They give you more peace of mind. They give you
But
more
if you don't understand yourself before the relationship, it's very easy for you to get lost in it. You get, like, you said potential for heartbreak. You get heartbroken, you break up, and then when you break up, you realize you don't know who you are without this person. Like, you don't know what to do. You don't know how to handle yourself. You're just there.
Okay, there is something I read somewhere. It's something like ANH relationships. Now, what you're talking about is for A. You know how A is shaped, yeah? 2 sticks and then one in the middle.
They're
Their
supporting each
relationship,
other.
the relationships like that. You can stand and this one can stand. Like if one goes away, one can stay. Like, but then when you see, it's the same thing with N, the letter N. One can they are okay. They know themselves. Even if one goes away, the one who is standing can stay, right? And then there is 8. Both of you are independent, fine, emotionally stable.
Yeah.
Even when you leave each other, you stay standing.
Yeah.
There is no emotional what. It's not like you've lost yourself or something. Now you choose which one you want to be.
In the end relationship,
only one knows themselves.
Yes.
The other one is because N has that slanting part. Now the person slanting, it could be the one who probably seeks a lot of emotional support from the other, or financial help, or any kind of thing you're getting from the
basically
partner.
that dependent.
Yes, the one who depends, who fears the relationship to end.
Who fears to lose the other person?
Yeah, because they apparently get more benefit.
But normally, both of you should be
Exactly, that's the beautiful, that's the H thing.
Yeah.
Because when one goes away, you feel their absence.
But
right?
then,
But you're not going to break down.
Yeah, but you see, this one thing I will say. I feel like people should get into relationships knowing that
it's gonna end.
no. No one should get into a relationship thinking that if this person is not there, I'm not going to be able to survive. You need to want the relationship, not need it. When you
Yeah.
need the relationship, it
You
means
can't survive
Yeah,
without it.
That becomes the problem.
yeah.
The need.
You see, when you want a relationship, it means despite the fact that you can do other things with your time, you decide with all your heart that you want to be with this
I
person.
feel like it kind of paralyzes you.
No, when you want to.
Like when you need
Need.
This person can even do stuff to you or like emotionally abuse you and you won't be able to, react because you need that.
You think you can't fit on your
That's-
After they smell the energy.
That's why people misinterpret things. It's supposed to be a want and not.
need.
Yeah, you need to want.
It's not like oxygen that once it's gone,
Okay.
it's not going to be. Yeah. Because oxygen is like a need.
Alright.
No, and I feel like relations where both people want a
Yeah.
relationship.
It's
They are
amazing.
strong.
Exactly.
They're solid.
They are very strong. But now you see, and this, I remember watching a real, recently. I don't know if you guys know Zendaya. She was acting. This is what she said. When someone realizes that that you love them, once they realize that you actually really like them, they never really care after that.
Yeah.
Once they notice that you really love them, that you need them, and they're like, okay, thank you.
And
what
that
next?
explains the running back when people have just split up.
Okay.
You don't really want the person, but their absence, the fact that you were so used and now they're away.
You basically miss the things they used to do for you.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You don't miss them.
they like the idea
of you.
than you.
You. So sad.
I think there should be some. Okay, what do you want to
Is it what?
some factors to consider.
Yes.
For what?
Yeah.
Before?
Starting a relationship or making that decision
Yes.
of entering a relationship.
Yes.
Okay, that's the whole point of let's go on a date and get to know each other.
Yeah.
So that
you should have some
you tell the
factors.
person.
Dates lost meaning at some point. Some people just go on dates to eat.
And others would do.
It's like you're trying to dig deep. Like what? Like who is this? Like who are you? You're trying to get to know each other. But then on the date, someone say, I have this and I have that. And it's like, good. Where is the food
Oh
at?
my God.
Where is the food at?
Okay.
Okay, you have to know the person's needs and desires. Like, do you crave companionship or you value solitude? Like, there are people in a relationship where when we are together, I want us to be together every time. Like, clingy.
my God.
Then there are these people, we are in a relationship, but please, I need my time and space.
Give me
So,
space.
You get her concept.
Yeah.
That thing of you know how we are doing this relationship for only this purpose. See, we are going beyond, and you'll be like,
that one out.
I just want to date you,
For this.
for this,
And that's it.
and that is it. Remember, that is the main thing. There's no.
but
That's what I'm trying to say.
one
Go there and
person-
go mind your guy.
Yes.
One person is bound to fall for the other, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's usually how it ends up.
Okay.
So we talked about the solitude and the clingy part. Yes, I talked about it.
How bad is clingy? Because the couples will like it.
The problem I have with the people that can't breathe without each other. This is the thing. I mean, it's kind of nice at the beginning. You're like two people. It's like you guys against the world. That's stupidity. But you see,
That what?
Okay, I'm sorry.
And that's another statement, by the way.
But this is the truth. This is the thing. In our lives, we have some people that are there with us, like for a certain season. If you're always secluded, right, and you're always like together, if you have like issues to talk about, because this is why we need our friends to talk about people that we are with in a relationship with, if you can't talk about them when you're with someone, like what you're going to get all that burden that you have given to your friends onto one particular person.
It becomes emotionally bad.
Yeah,
You have to ignore all your friends.
Yeah,
and
you
just
pray.
concentrate on
Okay,
this
justice for
person.
the friends. We are the ones to handle all the bad things.
No, and when this relationship ends, bouncing back for those people is hard because you don't have a support system.
And then,
And
and
the
then
fact that this person feels like I don't know, he supports you so much, he's your everything.
So
basically,
You also said-
why
you lose
why-
yourself.
So basically, what Joel is saying is that while you're in this relationship and you're having fun, make sure that you are also keeping your friends up.
Yeah,
And
like you have,
you know,
they're very important.
Yes.
don't just completely ghost them and then be
Friends,
like
parents,
after.
every kind of relationship.
come back crying.
Career,
You're
friends,
broken.
Parents are very
parents,
crucial.
career friends, workmates, everything.
You see,
friends,
I remember
keep them
talking to my
around.
parents like last in December. I told them that at the end of the day, we interact with everyone we see at school or whatever. But you know why we kind of come back home? Because you guys are our safety net.
Yes.
Like you're the people that we come back to. You're
And we can
the
be ourselves
closest
around.
thing
The
to
ones that
genuine.
will always be there.
Yes, you're always in our corner.
Oh.
You know.
You can't break up with people.
I know.
Some people have.
I'm telling
Yeah, but
you.
it's
Yeah, that, you know.
No, when your parents are, this is a funny part. Parents are also doing this parenting thing the first time. I think kids need to understand that. Like they didn't have experience with children your age before, and they are also doing this with you.
They're trying.
So you need to like take it easy on them sometimes.
Yeah, but also, did you ever think about that? The people that had us the most stay the most.
Like stay long.
No, like you talked about a clingy relationship,
Yeah,
and
true.
unfortunately, this person is going through all kinds of hurt,
But there's still.
but some part of you wants to stay. I don't know. It's like a predator needs prey.
No, it's because you
I don't know why
you don't
pain attracts the person inflicting it.
No, the fact that someone is clingy already, the people feel like they can't stay on
Yeah, they
their
don't know
own.
what they
Like
lose
they can't even
themselves.
start over. This person feels like when you're not around, they can't be around. So if you're to maybe, if she think
like-
of a breakup.
No, but you know what's funny? Even the person hurting doesn't want to leave the prey. You get? Doesn't want to leave the person they're hurting.
Because
Like
some
They-
narcissistic
They
stuff.
feed on
yeah,
that.
they also so
they
it's
feed
like
on the
you
heart.
feed on their presence. Then they also feed on your vulnerability.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, but this is the
And they stay together.
misery loves company.
Sometimes the reason why they would be hurting you is
'Cause you
it's
don't
maybe
want
rooted
nobody-
deep down at their insecurities. That's why they're probably
Yeah, people when someone is depressed, people always telling them snap out of it. Come on.
Like it's so easy.
Yeah, but it's the same with depression. You forgot how to be happy. Like how you feel. You forget how to be happy. You need someone
Self-sustaining.
to like come and hold your hand and be like, let's move. This because it's like you forgot, so you can't just snap back.
Aw.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what Barry said about the whole like them being also miserable when they're affecting you, you give what you have. If someone
And
is
that-
not happy with them, then there is no way they're going
I
to
think
see you.
that's
They won't make you
why
happy.
men or women, people who are like that with that toxic control. That's why they also can't be in a healthy relationship. They can't be with someone who is solid
Fact.
because they don't have something to feed on.
Yeah.
You get.
These people's kindness kind of makes them uncomfortable.
Some people come in when they are already broken. They
Yeah.
have their patch
They have come to be repaired.
And then you and then you suffer with someone just to break you. I don't know.
But then
Someone
I
has to
feel
be-
like a person who also chooses to repair, there is also something broken about
No, you
it.
may not know that someone is broken because when they're coming, you don't know. I think it's about this person who is broken to first give themselves time to heal and then look for another relationship. Maybe.
Okay, the truth is that when you're broken, when you've been heartbroken, and then you find this other person who is obsessed about you, so and
They kind of fill the gap.
They can't seem to like let you go. Sometimes you'll use this person to like
Exactly.
to heal your wounds faster. Let me use that word. But they're not going to actually love them. The second you completely get back on your feet and you're fine.
You're living.
There's a possibility that you might like them, but
Yeah.
it's very small.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
It's very
I
small.
feel like it's just being kind.
But people do that a lot. Like,
Unfortunately. But I feel like relationships are transactional. If you were beautiful and you, God forbid, you get an accident and this person loved you for that and it's gone, it could be money. It could be money. It could be a body. It could be the fact that you were working in a big organization and something happened to you and you're out of that job.
And you know
What
what?
am I doing
You know
there?
what's funny? Sometimes that person won't realize that they actually fell for you for that reason until that reason works
happens.
out. It happens, and then it's not there. It's like, man, this guy stops being attractive to you all of a sudden.
Oh no,
Like,
they look like, you know that
When I'm
thing
going
where
to
it's
the
just
rest of
looking
the
like
game.
a god.
Okay.
wow.
You could be this person that has this major big dreams in life, and let's say you finish studying and then you're doing this stable job, but then you feel like you deserve more. You feel like you want to be your own person. You feel like you want to start your own business, and you feel like when you do that, it will actually get you to your dreams faster and quicker, than being under the working under someone. So you'll be faced with that challenge in your mind. You're like, should I actually keep this stable job that provides me security, or should I maybe start my own business, start my own company, and maybe actually make the kind of money that I've always wanted to make?
But the guarantee.
Exactly. Exactly. Now, this side, the risk is small, but there is, of course, this side is already obvious. You have the job, you have the security, but then this side, it's like a question of faith. Like, you're holding on to faith. You're like, what if I actually give up on the job and I go this side and things don't work out?
Yeah.
You may wake up fired.
But I feel like you smell the fire coming.
No, sometimes
Like when you're gonna be fired. I feel like you've been warned.
No, I don't know. I think I just love the freedom that comes with me being the boss.
No, but
Yeah, but the boss.
But you see how Jesse said that you decide whether to leave or to stay there. This is one thing I'll tell you. You need to think logically as adults. You can't just start, doing something on a whim. No, like you need to think. Am I going to be sustained? Okay, for a while, that means you come here.
Before established.
Yeah, you can't just run away. Like let me say, someone.
As much as you love being the boss, those factors.
Yes. So.
No, but also, sorry, so you're staying, but you know very well, okay, you're scared of starting something for yourself. But you very well
For
know
valid reasons.
this is not enough for your family. It's not enough for your personal growth. What your dreams are, this is where actually quota.
Oh.
You can't even reach your goal.
No, but you see, if you love the family, people love their families, but if you think logically enough, you need to do this. You need to stay where there's something small coming in,
Than nothing.
and then create time.
And start something.
Because you can't just leave something that's been, to kind of give
that
you something
you're sure.
sustainable.
Yeah, in a snap like that.
Yes.
Okay, alright, but in that thinking critically or logically,
Time.
and then taking time, many people and families are broke, like in the middle of the month, they have nothing to eat, nothing, they're just waiting on salary. They have not yet started on something for themselves, they're still waiting for that time to come. When they are stable, you get?
Oh yeah.
They are still waiting, because money will never be enough.
Okay, the beauty of a stable job, you're guaranteed there's something for you at the end of the month. You're guaranteed you can get a salary loan.
Yes.
You're guaranteed, okay, you have somewhere to, get some, at
you
least
can
half of
get-
the tuition, but it's not enough.
True.
But the unspoken thing about entrepreneurs, they don't tell you the date. There's like a graph like this. Before
yes.
you have from the job, remember the job, your money is there. An entrepreneur, you don't know where it's going to come from. You have no idea. Okay, you're on your boss.
No.
You're your own boss, but then
But
You
also, I would tell you
might
guys.
have your money,
But that's what
but
okay.
it may not be enough to sustain.
because you can take even more than 2 years without worse than the person before you shoot up. The beauty is that when you shoot up,
have you guys
now
heard
you're
of
way
this?
better than.
Where
What we forget is
where-
who we are working for also study like that. Okay, if we can't dream big, I don't.
someone will tell you, you know how they say, get out of that job that is straining you, try something new.
And we're not going to be there.
Some
As
people
we're
that
telling
try
you.
something new, at the end of the day, they're like, you're going to see yourself in 10 years. In 10 years, you could still be doing bad.
And
It's fine.
10 years is a long time.
So like when you become an adult, this stuff, you don't just make decisions on a whim. Like you need to really think these things through.
Okay, yeah.